He's been criticized for his game, his weight, his nationality. No matter what he did, haters hated. Now everyone's gone silent about Romelu Lukaku. What the heaven happened to him? Romelu Lukaku has played for over a decade without ever really getting the respect he merits from his coaches, teammates, and the public. This is nothing new to him. When he was only 11, parents of the teams he played against demanded to see his ID, refusing to believe he was a kid. That's because Lukaku's talent has been obvious from day one. He signed for Anderlecht at the age of 14 and made his debut at the age of 16, scoring 33 goals in 73 games. The teenager's impressive numbers led Chelsea to sign him at only 18. In truth, the Blues had been watching young Rom since he was 13 and even had Didier Drogba, Lukaku's childhood hero, convince him of the move abroad. But his Chelsea dream went exactly as it did for the other 138 promising talents bought by the big-money London club. Romelu didn't mind it. He took each loan away as an opportunity to prove himself and showed his worth both at West Bromwich and Everton, repaying their trust with 104 combined goals. That's when Manchester United thought maybe blue isn't his color. What about red? And spent a cool $100 million on him. Lukaku scored 9 goals in his first 10 matches and got Old Trafford all hyped up. But his form started dropping. We should say United's form dropped, a much more accurate depiction. But that's how things go around Lukaku. When things don't work, he gets the stick. On the national team, things weren't better either. His relationship with Belgian fans has always been complicated. When things were going well, I was reading newspaper articles and they were calling me Romelu Lukaku, the Belgian striker. When things weren't going well, they were calling me Romelu Lukaku, the Belgian striker of Congolese descent. He was deemed too fat, too slow, and incapable of scoring. Lukaku was unhappy under Mourinho and had already lost all confidence when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came calling. One bad year can happen to everybody in their career. The Norwegian wanted Lukaku to stay, even when the fans didn't. But Lukaku's mind was made up. It was just done for me. You know what happened behind the scenes. Ole wanted me to stay, but I told him it was over. I didn't have the energy. All credit to him because he's been a man and he helped me make the move away. Romelu Lukaku packed his bags and turned to a forgotten giant in a league deemed as a step down in his career. Who would want to go to Italy and play in a team that's not Juventus? Romelu wanted to, as soon as he found out Antonio Conte's Inter was after him. The Italian coach had wanted him to rejoin Chelsea when he was in charge, but Rom wasn't let go. Antonio kept Lukaku on his wish list and got his striker at Inter. The early days weren't easy for him. I spoke to my agent and said, I'm suffering a lot in training because I never did this type of work. When I was looking around me, no one was moaning. Everyone was getting on with it. Lukaku answered his critics by removing every flaw he had. Under Inter's nutritionist, a study was made on his body and he overhauled his entire diet, losing 15 pounds effortlessly. Lukaku looks quicker now, stronger. He became a team player, developing his link-up play and forming an unstoppable duo with Lautaro Martinez. Conte's preferred 3-5-2 counter-attacking system has given Lukaku the space he needed. In turn, he's learned to take his shots, with the majority of his goals coming from inside the box. He's turned into the complete center-forward football pundits believed he could be. The result is there for everyone to see. 64 goals and 16 assists in 95 matches with the Black and Blue. In his first season, Lukaku got 34 goals, taking the team to the Europa League final, scoring in every knockout game. But luck wasn't on their side. Inter lost the Europa League to Sevilla and Serie A to Juventus. 2021 would be his year. Lukaku had learned that when things get tough, the tough get going. If your all wasn't enough to win the Scudetto, then you simply had to put more effort into it. With no excuses left, Lukaku scored 30 goals and chipped in 10 assists for Inter across all competitions. He was involved in 38% of Inter's 89 goals in their unbelievable title win. to dethrone Juventus after almost a decade at the top. In doing so, he also got a win over Zlatan Ibrahimovic, establishing himself as the king of Milan. Elsewhere, his 5 goals in the same amount of matches have Belgium in the semifinals of this year's Nations League, and his Euro campaign started with a brace. Even Jose Mourinho has tipped his hat to the Belgian. Amazing! I would say he's fulfilled his qualities now. I believed he got in Inter something that he needs. He needs to feel he's the man and he's the number one and loved. Romelu Lukaku has proved his doubters wrong. It would be dumb to even question the quality of the Belgian striker today. But just when everything fell into place, Inter decided to shake things up. Winning the Serie A is good and all, but the board of directors want to win a more difficult championship, the economic one. Looking to balance the books, they are ready to let go of several key players from their squad, and the first name on the budget list was Antonio Conte. So, now that his favorite manager is gone, what's next for Lukaku? Thomas Tuchel was very interested in signing Lukaku back with Chelsea. And even Manchester United were linked with a rebuy, which would be strange to say the least. But we've seen even stranger things happen at Old Trafford over the years. The man that holds the answer to this question is Lukaku himself. Yes, I am staying. I feel good at Inter. I have already had contact with the man who becomes our new manager. It was a very positive conversation. There's also the challenge of winning the league again. Romelu has finally landed. He feels at home, and you play your best football when you are happy in life. Now it's time to focus on his national team. I wanted to be the best footballer in Belgian history. That was my goal. Not good, not great, the best. With 60 international goals to his name, he is by far the top goal scorer in Belgium's football history. The Euros could be the best chance for this golden generation of Belgian football to lift a trophy. He's reached a new level on the pitch. Lukaku has always known how to score goals, but now he's improved with the decisions he makes and the awareness of his own ability. This is the best version of Lukaku I've ever seen. Belgium have been hit hard by injuries as a result of fielding some of the best players at club level in Europe. There's no time for holidays. The 2021-22 season will be Inter's chance to back up their Serie A win, as well as a new shot at a European adventure. The Champions League is one of Lukaku's wildest dreams, as he confessed that for many years his family couldn't afford even to watch it on TV. Lukaku will watch his form in preparation for the final goal, Qatar 2022. And you know what? I'm going to remember to have fun this time. Life is too short for the stress and the drama. People can say whatever they want about our team and about me.